My parents refused to pay for my college and secretly spent my $60K fund on my brother's wedding, and what happened next left them begging me for mercy. The summer after graduation, I still slept beneath the pencil marks on my doorframe. I picked a state school close to home, stacked shifts at a garage, and told myself I'd make it work. Then one July night, Mother folded her hands at the kitchen table and said it. "You're an adult now." Father nodded. No tuition, no books, no gas. And if I wanted to live there, rent. I swallowed hard and said I'd figure it out, because crying in front of them felt like losing. Brother didn't figure out anything. He floated, new phone, wiped credit card, endless weekends. When I begged for help with a $180 textbook, Mother tightened her smile. Budget better, yet when Brother wanted a necklace for his fiancée, the card came out, swiped, no lecture attached. My life shrank to alarms. Up at 6, classes till noon, grease under my nails by 1, garage lights off at 9, homework half asleep, sticky notes on my door, rent due Friday, as if I could forget the weight on my chest. Meanwhile, Brother sprawled on the couch, latest console humming, asking if I wanted to play around, like my bones didn't ache. Then he got engaged. Suddenly, our kitchen became a war room. Florists, caterers, a country club with a fountain, and a ballroom that looked like a movie set. I overheard open bar, signature cocktails, Cancun. The same week, my car oil light blinked, and I couldn't afford the filter. When I asked Father to loan me $50 until Friday, he sighed. Money's tight. Plan better. Funny. Tight for me. Flexible for marble and fireworks. I bit my tongue until the night I dragged home after a 12-hour shift and saw matching smartwatches on the counter. Engagement surprise. My hands shook. I stepped into my room, closed the door, and called the one person who never made me feel small. Grandfather answered, voice warm and gravelly. "How are you, kiddo?" I told him everything. Rent, school, wedding palooza, the slow humiliation of being the responsible one. He listened and then made a quiet, sharp sound, like a bolt finally breaking loose. "Didn't your parents use the money I gave them for your college?" Silence, a hum in my ears. "What money?" "When you were 14, I set aside $60,000 for your education. In your name, I gave it to them to keep safe." The room tilted. Every lecture about independence, every post-it about rent, all while my fund, my future, was being bled dry behind closed doors. My fear burned off like fog in sunlight. "We're going over there," Grandfather said. Tonight, he arrived with a folder thick enough to groan. Mother opened the door, smile flickering when she saw both of us. In the living room, Brother muted his game like we were interrupting him. Grandfather laid the papers down. Withdrawals. 3 years. Labeled family emergency. Strange. Your emergencies look like venues. Electronics and deposits. Father tried to huff. Mother tried to cry. Brother tried to smirk. Grandfather didn't raise his voice. "Here's the offer. Return every cent in 30 days, or I file for fraud. It's a designated fund. You know this." Father turned on me, classic pivot. "You should have talked to us." "I did," I said. "For years." His jaw clenched. His hand twitched. Grandfather stepped between us, eyes like steel. The air went cold. I packed a duffel, laptop, clothes, a photo of me and Grandfather under a lifted hood. Brother hissed in the hallway. "You're ruining everything." I didn't look at him. "I'm restoring what's mine." The fallout was instant. No country club, no band, no Cancun. Brother called, voice trembling. Asked if I could be reasonable, suggested they pay it back after the wedding. I let him talk himself empty, then hung up and tightened a bolt on a 67 fastback. Silent revenge isn't loud. It's precise. Their messages turned syrupy. "We never meant to hurt you. We're family. Be merciful." I ignored the noise and watched the bank clock. On day 29, they wired the full amount. Every cent. I moved my classes to mornings and spent nights in the garage, learning the art, paint that matches the sun at 5 p.m., stitching that feels like memory, engines that breathe when you listen right. Brother showed up once, drunk, swaying, asking if I was happy now. I wiped my hands and said yes. Weeks later, Mother and Father stood on Grandfather, his porch with a casserole and a staged apology. They asked softly, carefully for mercy. I opened the door just enough for my voice. "You taught me to be independent," I said, "so I am."